Time to get into it. NBA. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. Brook and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Booker is the 2, with Allen playing small forward. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. Booker against Durant. From downtown, the rebound by Allen. The Suns on offense. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Smith. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And Booker, here we go. Here's Gillespie. Brooks left side. Up and over Smith. Again, Phoenix, good for 2.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 7-point differential. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose. I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Pass to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. For 3, Smith. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Williams with the screen. Hits the trifecta. Booker's got his second basket on the night.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Thompson outside. Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Smith. The 3-ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Houston has possession. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Brooks outside. Allen, the pass to Brooks. And here's Booker. Takes the 3. Smith with the rebound.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Durant against Booker. Durant, the pass to Eason. No good with the triple. Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Allen, outside for Brooks. Pass to Gillespie. Launches it from deep. Allen outside, puts up a 3. Outside for Booker. No good on the triple. Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Eason. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
And Williams punches it home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Durant, pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Here's Gillespie. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Brooks outside. The three-pointer off the mark. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Suns ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
The things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
You really want to set a tone early on, and they sure have.
We've got Alperen Şengün. Shepherd is out there with Josh Okogie. Then there's Jae'Sean Tate, and it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Now here's Richards. Over Adams, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Tate passes to Şengün, and Richards comes to help. Okogie on the wing, averaging around 6 a game. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Goodwin. He's scoreless. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Now here's Tate. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Tate. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Making some changes. Durant, he's checked in for Tate, and it's Amin Thompson in for Okogie. Phoenix also changing it up. Brooks, he's checked in for O'Neal. Devin Booker comes in for Goodwin, and Gillespie is subbed in for Bouye. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Booker. Brooks, the pass to Dunn. Now here's Richards. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Eason's checked in for Adams. And a change for the Suns. Williams is checked in for Richards. Here's Shepherd. Clock at 6. Back to Durant. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
There's the quick release. KD remarkably fast with the basketball.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. To the inside, Eason with a steal. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Booker. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Brooks outside to win the cold spell. It's hauled in by Houston. And you watch Alperen Sengun. He's a beast on the blocks, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Suns trail by 6. Pass to Booker. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Williams. Good D by Sengun.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Making some changes. Steven Adams comes in for Alperen Sengun. And it's Smith in for Shepherd. Allen, he's checked in for the Suns. A minute 4 left in the second period. Durant against Booker. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. They need this. Booker can't get it to go.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Smith. Now Thompson. Out to the right wing. The 3, Smith knocks down the triple. And it's an 11-point Houston lead.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
Here's Gillespie. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Brooks a screen on Thompson. Brooks outside. It's Booker on the wing. Oh, the shot is pure. Booker.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
So we conclude the first half. It's Houston up by 8. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Houston Rockets.
Hey, living in the paint is good living. Take it from me.
Yeah, this team doesn't settle. They're aggressive and they're physical. It's impressive to watch.
Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
You know, for the Rockets, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Houston leading by 8. Kicking off the second half. Here's Jordan Ott's 5. Brook and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Booker is the 2 with Allen playing small forward. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard position to the middle. Now here's Thompson, tightly guarded. For 3, Smith. He drops it from range. Smith's got 9.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Brooks the pass to Williams. Here's Gillespie, defended by Thompson. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Brooks outside. There's the triple. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
So it's Phoenix now, after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. And it's good. 2 points. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Eason goes up and lays it in nice and easy. 6 points for him.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. On this NBA rule change, end of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
That one's good for 2.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. Over Williams. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well. And that brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Now here's Thompson. Give him 8 points now. Another one falls for Houston.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Pass to Booker. Three-pointer, Brooks. The Rockets pull it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Here's Smith. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Outside Booker. Now Brooks. Williams, a screen on Smith. Back to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Pass to Allen. Out to the right wing. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Kevin Durant is as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Tate comes in for Smith. Okogie's checked in for Eason. And it's Shepard in for Thompson. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Richards is checked in for Williams. Dunn comes in for Brooks. O'Neal, he's checked in for Booker. And Goodwin is subbed in for Gillespie. That free throw misses. Well, Tim, Kevin Durant, the winner of the 2025 Magic Johnson Award, recognized for his grace with the media.
Well, he is willing to engage with the media and the fans, B.A., even on a range of topics. He'll weigh in and give his thoughts.
And the second free throw is good.
No doubt Kevin Durant is the best scoring forward of his generation, maybe of all time. I mean, KD can do anything offensively.
Here's Goodwin. Yet to see a basket. Richards, the pass to O'Neal. Here's Goodwin. A leaner. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Durant, pass to Adams. The fadeaway. Durant's shot is off. Suns trail by 14. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Goodwin. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. For 3, Allen buries it from 3. Allen's got 6.
Well, what a reliable floor spacer to have on your team. Allen has shot over 40% from the three-point line over the course of his career.
Durant looking around. Here's Adams. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Adams has got his second basket of the night.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so it's Houston in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jayshawn Tate out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Josh Okogie. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Shepard in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Now here's Booker. The rebound by Shepard. Here he goes. Pass to Sengun. Here's Okogie. From outside, off the mark.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's O'Neal. Outside Booker. Goes up from the top of the key. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
He is one of the elite scoring guards in our league, and we've come to expect these big nights from Booker.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Okogie on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from deep. Okogie's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Checked in for the Rockets. Amen Thompson comes in for Okogie. And a change for the Suns. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Richards. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Here's Goodwin. Williams with the screen. Goodwin passes to Dunn. Fires for 3. He can't get it to go. Thompson with some nice D.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Back to Durant. Oh, it doesn't go.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Williams outside. And there's a pick. Here's Goodwin, defended by Thompson. Booker! Up again! The putback! How about the activity?
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Now Durant. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. They double team Durant. making the contact. KD willing that one in. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Adams, and Eason subbed in for Shepard. Phoenix also changing it up. Brooks, he's checked in for Dunn. Allen comes in for O'Neal, and Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. They trail by 14. Booker with it. Williams with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Brooks outside. Shoots a 3. Keeps it alive. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Houston leading by 12. Thompson goes in. Oh, it misses. Allen against Eason. Up top, Booker takes a 13-footer. Yes! Locked in on the J.
And that's part of why Booker is a real problem for defenses. He uses that mid-range, and it makes you have to cover all parts of the floor.
Now here's Şengün. Outside Durant. Jams it home!
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Rockets.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And no question this was a team effort. But you have to love how big a night this was for Kevin Durant.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Here's Booker. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Now Brooks. Şengün pulls it down. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. Saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together, and this is all I expected, man. I'm glad that we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.